Hello, my name is Shirley, and welcome back to another episode of Racks and Riches in Super Roller Ultimate. In previous episode, we decided to start doing some supporting of the opposition in Angola, and we were building the oil derrick down here, so we got our oil usage currently well covered. We are about to get the hydro plant built. I did skip up forward by about a month or so. Nothing too interesting happened during that time, but we're going to get that one done rather soon. We're kind of preparing our troops, or at least some of the troops prepared, or trying to prepare some troops for the potential war against Angola. Another thing that I could do, I could just kind of provoke the other Congo to attack, quite frankly. Because they... how much do they have military, actually? 41,000. Do they have military production somewhere? I'm assuming that they do. They do. They have a lot of artillery in there, so that would be kind of painful for us, to be fair. So I don't think we can really, at least not realistically, attack them yet. They have a lot of artillery that would be shooting at our capital, and that would be bad. Let's just put it that way. There we go. So the power plant has been completed. That means that we should be saving a decent bit in the construction cost now, and also a bit less buying of electrical power. We're still buying okay, so the amount of power that this produces per day is maybe 7,000 megawatts per hour, so it's not that much. We'd need a lot of electrical or power plants to actually cover most of the consumption that we have right now. That would take a lot of workforce, so we can't really do that reliably, but we can, you know, at least alleviate the problems a little bit from time to time. New alliance formed. Algerian battalion. Well, that's a... Oh, there we go. We got 4 elite cars over there. We are building more of the witches down here, and I believe that is all the 5 that we were producing. So now the question is, what do we want? We could build some... The motorized engineers could go across waters. The engineers can go across waters. The combat engineers can go across waters, but yeah, we don't have all that many options here. Interesting. So the VH104 would actually have some stats better than the engineers or combat engineers, but of course the combat engineers are more versatile units, all things considered. What of the foxhole? The foxhole is actually quite bad. They have basically no heart attack. And their soft attack is also smaller, so these would be the better option right now of that sort of units. Let's actually have a look. I'm pretty sure that we haven't really unlocked anything new in terms of units, though. But the BTR, well, that's actually not that much better either. There's the APC, yeah, those are actually quite bad. So yeah, there's not really anything good that we unlocked so far. But looks like we are now making at least a little bit cash again, which is pretty decent. Oh, maybe not. I think it's just fluctuating a little bit, like some of the things. I think the timber, we're not selling everything every day. Yeah, no, there's a fair bit of extra there right now. Although the price total is going up. It's just... Oh! I had a bit of firing on that one. Now, we do have the elite guards here. I suppose we could gather them up over there. And I think we need to destroy Angola first. Then, once we have that, we'll just build up the artillery, or a couple artillery batteries down here, like proper units, to destroy the enemy troops over there, for the most part. But for that, we need to have the higher range than they do. Of course, we do have higher range than what their rocket launchers do. But that's honestly about it. Another thing that we do need to do is get more research capacity, because right now we have so many things that we need to research, and we're not really catching up in tech either. We're not dropping completely back, like we got okay capacity, all things considered. But it could be a lot better. Ooh, that was a decent profit there. And yeah, the inflation is still 12%, and GDP per capita is still over 3,000. So that's not too bad. If we have a look at the GDP per capita, actually, we are, well, we're not actually all that high. But if we have a look at through population, So we are a little bit outside of the first page there, because a lot of the better well-off nations just have high immigration going in there, I reckon. But like, if we got 3,000, then Egypt has lower. Vietnam, Ethiopia, Philippines, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Indonesia, India. So all those have less GDP per capita than what we do. So all things considered, not too bad. Randa Britana Island. Okay. That's a bit of a surprise. But yeah, I think, I wonder if we are ready for this. I don't know if we are. Just planning, or thinking like, if we were to get maybe a bit more troops on the border here. If we declare war, there's going to be a massive amount of troops coming in here. We have a large garrison in here. And we got quite a bit of artillery prepared to shoot down here. We got artillery also kind of protecting this area. We are going to need more troops, that's for sure. I have a feeling that these two groups will be able to take out... Well, if we put them both in there, we should be able to take out the port in here without too many issues. Although the Air Force may be a bit of a nuisance, quite frankly. But if we take that, then, well, that's all of that is going to flip to us. And then we'll just need to have, like, maybe the units just kind of protection if they try to cross over. Although the ships or the boats would probably have to be sent to be reserved somewhere. The question is, where do we do that? I mean, we could do it in Matadi. I'm not entirely sure that that's the best place, but the problem is that if we don't send them into port, so let's just send them there now. But once they start attacking in here, they will be pushed out of the river, I reckon, or the port, I reckon. So that is a problem. Oh, what do I want? Consumer goods. Not actually all that much consumer goods. You're offering a good price. So South Sudan, pleasure doing business with you. And there we go. Oh, right, it didn't factor in that latest rate. Okay. So we were kind of doing a deficit. Oh, wait, no. Well, no, it is. I think it's factoring it now, but not for the previous day. But yeah, that's a bit of a profit at least. So we're about to get 23 billion again. There we go. Right, so that's the anti-aircraft gun. I suppose we could move you down here for the time being, because I'm pretty sure that most of the planes are going to be at this airbase to begin with. Oh wow, Somalia has a lot of ships moving through. Huh, okay, more alliances. And what do you want? Yemen wants consumer goods. Everyone wants my consumer goods for some reason. I mean, I'm probably one of the few people that actually have a reserve of it to buy. So there is that. Right, so I should have... Yeah, I got one there. I got another one there, so this one could actually move a bit further in. And we can see a combat engineer there. That one can try to cross the river. These units cannot, however. And then that Scorpion might try to cross the... or try to get in there. They just want to get to their home, really, and we may need to destroy, because if it's on their territory or on Angola's territory, and once they start moving through my territory, then they'll try to conquer lands for Angola, which is not what I want. But yeah, all things considered, we might be ready for a bit of a war against Angola, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Like, yeah, we got some troops over here, but is it going to be sufficient to keep the enemy at bay? I don't think it is. Sure enough, well, yeah, I suppose what I could do is just max out all the garrisons along the border here to maximize the chances of winning the initial combats. I mean, unfortunately in this game, the AI is not very smart usually. So once you can kind of win the initial fights where they still have all their troops, you will always win the war of attrition, more or less, unless you have an incredibly bad economy or something like that, which will impede you. But or like, kind of hurt your chance of survival. But anything except that, you are going to have a pretty decent situation, all things considered. Let's get some more garrisons for the artilleries as well. That one could be up to 5. Let's get some garrisons in here. And in here. I wonder, I mean, that is technically a river over there that have to go around with most of their troops. Because we know they could go around this way as well. Just going to put the max garrisons in these as well. That includes the capital. So we already have 124,000 active personnel. We got 110,000 reserve personnel. So we have probably enough for a war. Probably, although again, I mean, we'd have to kind of defend for the first half. We'll see. If we declare war on them, I mean, we do have the war justification, that's for sure. 71% is enough to not cause too much problems in international relations. Although it is still going to be some problems. And there might be some nations attacking me. I just don't know how many enemy kind of armies are somewhere down here that they've sold the units or bought the units from someone else. Well, actually no, they probably just sold units for someone else. And then they've been unable to get to their land. Like, I think someone like Jordan, well, maybe not Jordan, maybe not Iraq either. I don't actually know, but I'm pretty, well, Egypt might be one of them that has been buying things, although they should be able to reach there. Although they, oh, there's a Russian tank there, not entirely sure why, but sure. Wait, are they allied? Oh, they're allied with Luxembourg, huh. Interesting. Right, well, I'm just wondering, like, are we ready for a fight here? Honestly, I don't think we are. Or not fully ready yet. I mean, oh, right, we're just building up a lot of the garrisons there. I think we'll wait until end of August before we declare the war. We'll defend for the first month or two. I mean, we'll take out that one, but then defend along the defensive line here. Speaking of which, I suppose what I could do is I could just build some more trench over here to make sure that they can't get through the line immediately. Like, these won't be enough to completely stop them, but it's enough to slow them down so that we can maybe bring in some more troops. The problem is, do we have more troops? And I have a feeling that the answer is not really. I'm going to get another group of combat engineers. That might be worthwhile. And then we'll just move these near the capital for the time being. So we already got on all of these. That is full garrison. Just going to put full on all of these. I mean, there is also a button to put full garrisons on battle zone, for example, which might not be a bad idea. Oh, right, well, that took care of all of them then. I mean, most of them already had, or were supposed to have full garrisons. So there is that. So we are now getting the combat engineers and elite guards, still a couple of them. Hopefully that will be enough. We've got 14 elite guards in here. They should be able to take out the port relatively quickly. They got fairly decent firepower on the city combat and all that sort of stuff. That's why we're using them. And then, of course, they should also be able to defend relatively well over here. We got some combat engineers, which means that, because there's going to be a lot of enemy tanks most likely that attack, among other things, of course. Côte d'Ivoire. So the Ivory Coast and Portugal are now allies. Hopefully we don't need to go that far into Ivory Coast. I mean, it's still in the same continent, of course, but Africa is quite a large continent in general. Right, 18 days until the, well, 17 days until the industrial fuel cell refit. Means more electricity used, but less petrol used. Which means that we can then sell more of the petroleum, and we're actually selling quite a bit of it already. Well, I'd say that we're selling quite a bit, but I'm not entirely sure how much are we actually making from petroleum. 28 million, so that kind of covers our electricity costs right now. And I suppose once it lowers the petroleum cost, it's probably going to be increasing the electricity cost, or rather, yeah, it's probably going to even out more or less on the profits there, or profits and deficit from the tech. So I'm not too worried about that. The high-speed rail infrastructure is something that I am excited for, though. It doesn't lead to any new techs, so we don't necessarily need to worry about that one. The urban renewal is another one that doesn't actually lead anything. Consumer recycling. Advanced recycling reduce finished goods ore demand and facility construction materials use both by 5%. That would be something that the population would be in support of. So we might want to do that at some point. It's also a bit expensive tech to do, but once we get there, we'll probably be able to do that. But yeah, if and when we conquer Angola, then Congo is going to be relatively easy. We can just swarm across the border over here to take out these 4 locations. And then going for the capital, I mean, we'll have the artillery bound, or like, do a lot of damage on them in the meanwhile. We'll probably even get some troops over here to cut off this road, so that if and when they try to send troops in, we can just try to defend there. But that's going to require quite a large stack, because I have a feeling that they've been building up troops like crazy. Of course, it is only like 5.5 years total. So I did say about the end of August when we start the war. Still not entirely sure if we are ready, but honestly, we need some action in this. So I'm going to take the risk. You know what? Let's get the infantry from here closer to the border, so they can kind of be in here to assist on defending. These troops should probably entrench now while they still can. So we'll get a bit higher defensive bonus there. Pakistan and Panama, Pakistan and Thailand are allies, okay. Oh, we got 24.5 billion right now. We didn't make quite as much money, probably from... Oh, there we go, industrial cell retrofit. Did that unlock anything new? Well, nothing that we can't buy by the looks of it. Let's upgrade the rail system, but oh, right, fuel cells for vehicles, does that unlock anything? Power use up by 10%, minus 20% fuel consumption. And advanced vehicle cells for fuel, so advanced retrofit. Vehicle fuel consumption and pollution levels. Okay, so it would be okay. Basically, it's just electronic vehicles, more or less. Where that leads to. Alright, so let's entrench these in here. There's already 6 of them. So one more and that's a full group. We may need to get more troops into this place, though. Suppose I'll get the scout in there, because that is going to be attacked from massive amount of troops here. Nothing that I could do. So I could move these troops another step closer. So if we build another trench over here, for example, I can get these artillery pieces in here, so they'll have range to that, but also that one, and also all the way here, so they have a range. Well, it would be these 6 hexes that would be able to shoot into, that are not supposed to be defended right now. Or rather not inside our borders right now. Okay, so take this group and trench it a little bit closer. And I have a feeling that with our anti-air defenses right now, we'd be able to shoot down at least some of the planes, and hopefully that'll work. Because we are getting close. We are getting close to the war. And the fact that we have the fortification, that should, or the emplacement, that should give us a pretty decent increase in the defensiveness. Unfortunately, it doesn't really kind of state anywhere how much it actually gives the defensive bonus or anything like that. Oh, right, and this one should probably start getting some more... Ooh. Okay, so active personnel is now 168,000. Remind me, that's just mostly the garrisons that we've been building up. And active or reserve personnel is 72, or about 73,000. There we go, 73,000. So that's going to take a while to build up again. But honestly, I think we'll be alright. I will probably do a quick save here. And then we'll declare the war. In case things go really badly, we can just reload the save. But I hope it doesn't go completely awful. But let's go ahead and declare the war. And we're going to slow down to fast. War declared. Oh, Russia has today broken the mutual defense treaty with us in response to our initial breaking it with 10. Okay. I'll just acknowledge that. So I'll take all of these. Entrench over there. This is going to be the first combat in here. There is planes around here. Oh, and there's some missiles coming in. Oh dear. And that's a lot of planes flying out. Oh, that's the garrisons. Right, well that one needs to pull back. First things first. Did we... Oh, we already lost one garrison. Or one elite guard. That's a shame. Where is this? Sure. Okay, you pull back. There's still a lot of planes around. We haven't really shot down that many. And we just lost another elite guard. So the start isn't great. Now send... Oh. Come on, shoot. Oh, there we go. We did shoot one of the planes down. At least. And I believe we are taking a fair bit of losses over there. Which, unfortunately, we can't do much about. Because the troops start to get hammered so quickly. Although now that the planes are kind of destroyed around here, that should give us a bit of a breathing room. Oh, wow. Who is this? Is that Pakistan? No, Bangladesh. Right, so Bangladesh is sending a lot of troops here. Now, luckily, we do have the garrisons in here. And it's just the recon vehicles. So, in theory, we might be alright. I'm just going to slow down it a bit further. So, the initial attack over here hasn't been very successful. We can probably bring you back a little bit. Are you going to try to land troops over? Oh, yeah, you are sending troops there. And you send more planes in. Luckily, we do have the anti-aircraft guns now mostly operational. Oh, you'll decide to retreat over there instead. Okay. Yeah, the garrisons are now going down. Oh, I didn't realize that there could be garrisons at the oceanic complex. Oh, interesting. Combat engineer was pushed back. We are losing some garrisons in here because it's quite a large stack in there. Let's go ahead and send in the elite guards from here to assist in the defense there. Artillery is already shooting into this area a little bit, just not very frequently by the looks of it. And down here, all of these... Okay, just pull somewhere. Pull somewhere. I mean, the enemy garrisons are falling. But we've lost a garrison. We've lost quite a bit of troops. But we will win this combat. There's no question about that. The question is how much troops we'll lose. And here comes the doom stacks. I was afraid of this. I mean, only part of this is Angola. Well, there's a lot of howitzers in there, actually. But yeah, only part of that is Angola's troops.
We need reinforcements.
Okay, did we lose another garrison there? We are running a bit low on another garrison. You are offering military goods. You want some money in exchange. First things first, let's go ahead and increase the capacity output to the max. We are spending a lot, there's no denying that. Okay, so a lot of the troops are making their way out of the combat there. Right now, the question is, will we have enough firepower to actually destroy the remaining troops there? I mean, there's not a lot of garrison in there remaining, but we're taking quite hefty casualties in here. And hopefully that unit can... No, I'm pretty sure that that elite guard will die. Unit should pull back as well. But at least the garrisons are holding over there. Over here, not so much, because that's a doom stack. I mean... Okay, here's the light infantry coming in. We got some troops around here, so that if they try to go around this point, they will probably die. The emplacement is taking a lot of casualties or damage, but right now we might be able to survive this. Oh, who is this? Who the heck are you? Gabon. Why are we fighting everyone except Angola in there? Well, we are fighting Angola as well, but yeah, we've lost a lot of garrisons. So far, so good, I say. You want to... Oh, everyone wants to sell as military goods. I think we're gonna just clear all the messages. I'm not gonna buy military goods yet, unless I absolutely have to. We've got a pretty decent gap or supply in there, and now there's practically no garrisons left in Cabinda. So we can probably destroy that, then we'll just have to destroy probably that anti-tank gun. Which is basically just destroying all of our units there, which is not great. Luckily the garrisons over here are holding. Over here I'm not so lucky, I suppose. Let's go ahead down here. It's a bit of a risk, but I'm going to have to take that. And also, I'm just going to send these into there. And, well, the garrisons over here are not threatened that much. But yeah, there's too much shooting on these. Let's take at least that one back and repair over there. I'm going to have to send in this battle group over here. They should be arriving there in a day or two. And meanwhile, most of the frontline troops that they had in here have now died. You may need to pull back already. And they're sending in some planes, but the planes are now fallen from the sky. Those... Oh, they got artillery piece there. And they are still seeing these troops, so those infantry units are kind of dead. But there we go, we captured that. And then this should fall to us soon enough. Now, how are we doing in terms of... So, we lost garrisons, elite guards. Oh dear, this is a bit of a disastrous start here for this particular battle, but at least we are kind of holding. Like, they didn't get through the front line, let's just put it that way. The garrisons mostly died, though. Right, I think we're just gonna bring you back, entrench.
We need reinforcements.
And whatever troops they are sending in here, they are pushed back quite quickly. The garrison is about to be dead. And this group should be getting in there. They have not gotten there. Let's just pull some of these back. Send repairs to there. It's a bit of a long way away. Now that we've got the tanks in, though, that's going to provide a decent bit of firepower. There is another wave of them coming in, and those are going to try to get through here, but we've got garrisons all the way along here. I'm pretty sure... Oh, wow, that's a Dutch tank there. T-54.2, which is something that we also have. I think... Oh, here they come. Now, luckily we have these artillery pieces in here, so those are not going to get through. But what about the other fronts? There's not been happening anything there, and there's not been happening anything here. What about over here? Nope, nothing. Nothing so far, anyway. All there, good. So I think if we can just hold here, which I'm not entirely sure that we can. A lot of these units need to get repairs now. Hold on, did we build the barracks in here somewhere closer? I mean, we did build a barracks over there. Or was that always there? That may have been always there. But I'm pretty sure that we did build a barracks somewhere in the vicinity. Or was that just the air defense? Maybe we built it there. But yeah, that's... We can't really repair here because that's on front line, so we need to pull these troops all the way to near our capital for repairs. The fact that we are running really low on garrisons in here is hurting us a lot. And then there's... is this Gabon or who is this? I know, Ivory Coast, who has a lot of troops there. Right. Hold on a minute, how can you just... Why is everyone bringing their troops in here? Well, what is the meaning of this? They shouldn't be, but they are. Oh, and we do have some planes in here that are at least helping a little bit. Right, well, let's how about you just entrench there? We got the infantry in here. It should be able to kind of, all garrisons in there should be able to hold them back a little bit. Right, yeah, we want to have the garrisons deployed in there. Okay, that combat engineer needs to pull back, and you need to go get some repairs. Pretty sure that you'll be heading back to the capital. So this is the weak spot in here. But even if they get through that, they won't be able to get all the way through. And since we have the range, or a bit higher range, we can bombard a lot of troops in here. The question is, like, how many nations are sending in their troops into this bloody fight? Well, they shouldn't actually be doing that. But there seems a bit uneven combat in here. One option, of course, that I could do. Okay, Taiwan, you know what? I'll buy some military goods from you. Yeah, no, there's a constant stream of this. What is the meaning of this?
We need reinforcements.
Yeah, we do need reinforcements there. Bloody hell. Okay, our ships need to be pulled back. Pull them back a little bit, but like, yeah, there's just... India has some troops in here. I'm not entirely sure if those will be trying to head to me or not. Or if they're just being sold and thus are on the move. Right, so you go get some repairs, please. At least the garrison over here is holding. Oh, and you... No, don't go through that. No! Okay, you did actually manage to survive that. Oh, but... Where are you heading? No! Don't go there, you idiot! Okay, you need to run the gauntlet again. Just go back to the capital, because if you go there, you'll die. But yeah, no, there's just a massive amount of troops in here trying to run through this particular territory for reasons unknown. And we've oh dear, we've lost so many garrisons. Are we at least holding here? Barely. Oh, wow, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. Why is all that light infantry there? Okay, let's send in these at least to help on that one. That's all I can do. And maybe build a new trench here and there. Put garrisons in those. This one is under control. This one, I suppose since it's so under control over here as well, I'm just going to send you back towards the front line here. If we can get you... Oh, wow. Okay, we're not going to have any defenders in here in a little bit. So we lost another garrison in there. Did we lose all the garrisons in here? Oh yeah, we did. So they broke through there. At least we got a little bit of troops here, but yeah, no, it's just... Why? Why are you helping them? You bloody traitors. Right, slowly we are destroying a lot of them, but they are just going to take that port, aren't they?
We need reinforcements.
We have a decent bit of garrisons, well, a decent bit of garrisons in Rwanda, basically. I'm just going to pull the Grumble back, because I know that that is a very expensive unit. I do not want to have that destroyed by the enemy. And this is more! Okay, is that really the Dutch army? Yeah, that is the Dutch. Okay, we destroyed another unit there. How many have I destroyed so far? Have a look at the military. I've destroyed 75 units and I've lost 30 units, or 29. Military casualties, I've lost about 22,000. I've actually lost a bit of territory because of all of that. Or it's just, well, basically I'm losing the territory because everyone else except Angola is attacking me now. They're not even officially at war with me. But they just have the, I suppose they have the access right or something through Angola, so they are just sending everything in here so they can get to that port for some reason. Or not just that port, but just everywhere basically. And why are you not moving? Pray tell? No, I didn't say that you can stop there. You need to move forward there. And this is about to fall. Okay, so this entire wall was a disaster already. Wow. Okay, we got some troops over here. Let's send in these units down to there. Hopefully they are... No, don't go through that direction. I want you to go there first. Hold on, was it shift? There we go. And now they're moving in here as well. Wait, what? Why are you here? Why is South Africa in here? Is that even South Africa? I think it might be. Yeah, it is South Africa here. So this is not 1 versus 1 fight. This is 1 versus 22 or something like that. Of course, Russia abandoned us as well. At least we got some troops in here, so they didn't manage to get through yet. And these might just be... Oh, wow, that's going to be dead. Pull back, pull back. Oh, well, he's dead. Okay, so this group is at least about to reach the combat zone here. Now, they did kind of stop attacking in here, but there's just way too much troops. I cannot move in here to start destroying them, unfortunately. Where can you reach? You can fire on these... Yeah, that's the range that you have there, so you are kind of helping there. Let's see, I'm going to entrench you in that one. I'm going to move these guys into Kimpese, so you can start firing on these 3 provinces at least. And it looks like we might be able to get... Yeah, we're slowly building up the garrisons up here again. Now that we are entrenched, for the most part, we might be able to kind of hold on. But we need the troops in here now to push this front line back. And I think... Oh, wow, we're actually quite a bit over time. So, if you enjoyed this, well, cluster of unfortunate things, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.